Today we have a very special guest on the podcast. It's my friend Sam Lewis from Cazenovia, New York. He grew up playing ice hockey and lacrosse like myself. We were both alumni of UAlbany, the Dirty Albs, shout out Great Danes. And this one was a lot of fun to make. He's a great guy all around. He knows more than your average Joe about marijuana. And a lot of what we cover in this is how he used the plant to help his chronic illness over the years that he's dealt with. So I don't want to keep you guys around for too long, get right to the video, but I just wanted to say it really does help if you like and subscribe. And it means a lot to me that you guys, even click on the link I put up on Instagram or wherever you find it and even watch for a couple minutes. But without further ado, let's get into it.
0.75 of rosin and like 2 grams of butter, some shit. Went home, passed out, woke up 2 hours later, but dude, I couldn't move my legs. I'm like, fucking boom. And I got this chick over, and she's looking at me like, she says a word, and I just fucking, or I can't stop laughing. Like, I'm like, don't look at me, like, I can't do this right now. Like, I was so fucking high, like, incapacitated, but
Yeah.
I never, like, I hadn't been out of pain in like fucking 3 years, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're on a cloud.
Maybe it is fucking a gateway drug. I'm chasing that high since fucking Nam.
Let's get into it. What's going on, man?
Let's go. Not too much, man.
Yeah, what's the latest? What's popping?
So right now, just been taking care of my mother plants, as they say, and just been cloning a lot, just getting ready for the outdoor season.
So let's back up a little bit.
All right.
What do you do?
What I do, so I don't do it full time. I don't have a license at the moment, but I'm into solvent extractions of cannabis pretty much.
What got you into it?
Had some health issues in college. Played college lacrosse and came into some issues with some Lyme disease and some hip surgeries that didn't go well, and was having a hard time even just like making it to class. And
That's tough.
yeah, and that, like I wasn't supposed to be smoking. I was playing lacrosse and getting
Right.
tested at D1, but
You went to Albany, right?
yeah, same school.
Shout out Danes.
Yeah, hell yeah. And so I just kind of fell back to marijuana to use that for pain. It helped me get through class. It would help me.
And you were telling me
through
earlier you
practice.
never really used it beforehand, right?
No, I did in high school,
Was it like a fucking A?
All good.
Technical difficulties here, people.
Do you want to rewind back? I mean,
We covered a lot.
yeah.
Where do we picked back up with you talking about your high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can just kind of go from
Yeah,
my
yeah.
high school use to like college use, and then
Yeah.
like why I got into
High school use,
hash.
college use, then Albany connection, playing for Coach Marr, and like that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. So like high school, smoking weed. I remember there. So like in high school, did you have to take a language in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we did until like 10th grade, then you could stop. But like I remember in like 9th grade, there was a kid who was like a senior who had taken Spanish, and he wanted to start taking French to have like double on his application.
Oh, he was like fluent in Spanish?
Yeah, he was actually from England or some shit like
Dude,
that
must
too.
have been a
But like I
genius.
remember him asking me like if I wanted to smoke, and I'd be like, yo, I'm an athlete, I'm never touching that shit. Like I don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like drinking, like fuck no. And then literally like a year and a half later, I think we actually ended up working together, and I smoked a fat blunt with him. He picked me up when I was on the clock, dropped me back off, and I was in fucking space. I was like, holy fuck, I'm high. But yeah, it's just like random like
Were you
times
tweaking?
in high school. No, I was chilling, man. Like I was working at a yacht club in my hometown, and just went up to the galley where the girls worked in the kitchen, just got a bunch of ice cream, like chicken tenders, and like I just like munched out for the last 2
Yeah.
hours of work, so I was
As
chill.
you should.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good
College didn't use for like the first year and a quarter, which was like the first time I had stopped smoking since I think I started pretty much. Like there was breaks, but I never really like took like a month, 3 months off or something like that. But that was because I started dealing with all that back pain. Hips were messed up. I was dealing with Lyme. I did not know about it at the time. And in high school, if I ever was dinged up or something, like I would always just smoke to calm myself down before games and shit.
Yeah.
And so when I started getting all this pain in my body, didn't know what was going on, I would just smoke for my pain. So like I had friends in college who would take pain meds and shit for, like after ACL surgeries, this and that, or they wouldn't take them. I don't know, some kids wouldn't take them, others would. No one was abusing them. They're just like talking like prescription they get after like a ACL or a back surgery, whatever they had to do.
It's so funky because like,
Because
it's definitely person
my
to
age,
person.
like, because I'm a few years older than you, like when I came home and I was rehabbing from surgeries, all the kids I used to hang out with that were younger than me in high school,
Yeah.
that didn't go to college, were ripping oxys, heroin, all that
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Like the kids my age?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like straight heroin.
Heroin, oxy 80s,
These are all Kaz folks or like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
I mean, we know someone mutually. We know someone that was into it hard who has been clean since the day he pretty sure he got out of rehab, which was
Good for
over
him,
like
whoever he
8 or
is.
9 years ago.
I was not aware that like that was the situation over.
Yeah. I mean, dude, at Albany, I remember kids showing up with fucking thousands of Xanax in their backpack and shit. Dude,
that,
it was like
that I was privy to.
Yeah.
Like Xanax was really, really prevalent there.
Yeah. Oh, at Albs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that might be a Long Island, New York City hustle. They just send shit up and have kids sell it for
I
'em.
guess so. Like I barely knew.
Did you ever see any drug busts while you were at Albany?
No.
No?
No.
Dude, fuck. All right, yeah, fuck it. I'll say it. So, got like an early morning workout. It's like a 6 a.m. workout. I've been up since like 3 a.m. I slept since like 11 to 3. I got my back and hip are fucked, dude. I don't know. It's like, so I go down, every quad's got the low rise and the tower, right? So I'm going down the low rise in the corner, the stairs.
Are you a freshman or sophomore?
Freshman.
Freshman.
On Indian, yeah. So like I got my spot I'm going to, and I got a bowl and lighter, got my sack on me, walking down the stairs. Next thing you know, dude, I'm walking by 5 cops, 2 dogs. I'm like, holy fuck, I hope they're not here for me. Like, keep my head low and walk by, and like, fucking holy, like, thank you. And it was actually this kid that I was buying weed from at the time got busted with like 10 pounds in his room.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
So I never saw that kid again. Yeah, deleted that number. But yeah, so like I saw that and that scared the shit out of me. I was like, I do not want.
I didn't see any drug busts, but like I know there was.
Because like,
there's
and like
dealers on
even if I
campus.
was smoking weed, like even if I got caught just smoking weed, like that would suck. Like I'm getting kicked off the team, getting in trouble with the school and stuff. So like seeing like the extreme part of that, like a kid getting busted with a few pounds in his room, that I was like, I don't want any fucking part of that. Like, like I'm a bitch. I can't handle.
So did
jail.
you stop? Like, did you stop using after that experience?
Fuck no, dude. I needed to survive. Like I needed to fucking move and go to class and
Where you're
go to
just
practice.
even more low key about it.
Oh yeah. And like kids knew on my team and shit, cause like I wasn't gonna. I don't know. Like I should have hit it, cause like it was. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Like, cause it wasn't the right thing to do, right? You're playing D1. You're not supposed to not just smoke for yourself, but you're part of a team, and no one else is smoking. Like that's the rules. Like, follow in line. And I just thought maybe my issue with like my issues and like all the pain I'm dealing with and stuff. I said, fuck it. I don't care. Like this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I'll keep it. Like I'm not gonna go in the locker room smelling like weed, and like I'm gonna shower off. Like I'm not gonna go to class.
You do it respectfully.
Like, maybe I'll sit in the back of a 500 class, like 500 kids in a lecture room, and smoke a bowl of weed and go to class after that. And who's gonna fucking know? But not like in a small classroom or nothing. I didn't want any attention.
You just didn't want a bad reputation.
Yeah, and I didn't really want any attention whether I was stoned or not. I was one of those kids that usually would sit in the front 2 rows just when coaches would come and check to make sure you're in class. Otherwise, I was in the far back. Like I hated attention in class.
So your coaches would come make sure you're in class?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I remember running one day because there was someone that was absent from class and I wasn't in class, and we're running. And he's like, if you weren't in fucking class, like he was just waiting for someone to own up to it. I was about to, and this one kid's like, that was me. And he's like, all right, we're done. And I was like, oh my God. And this other kid came up to me, he's like, yeah, I got you. I told coach that you were there. Like, he didn't even come all the way down. I was
So
like,
if one of
holy
you
fuck.
got in trouble, would all of you suffer the punishment?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes if you fucked up, you got put in the middle and watched everyone run. So everyone just motherfucked you in the locker room afterwards. And everyone
That's
your
the,
enemy number one on the team for
that's
a bit.
the worst
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
punishment
yeah.
is like not having to do the.
Well,
suffer
it
the
definitely teach you
consequence.
not to do it again quicker than just running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta make everyone run because of you.
Damn, I miss playing sports
Yeah.
on a team.
But yeah, at that point, I'm smoking and I'm just picking up $10, $20 worth at a time from random kids. And being in Albany, like, definitely had some good sour. It was 2012, 2013. So, like, it was usually downtown. I would get some,
Was this during the
bud.
Thompsons?
yeah,
That's sick.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we were good.
Wait, so did you
like,
know
first-
you knew Riley Cross?
not Alec Cross, that's his older brother, Jesus Christ.
No,
I call
Riley.
him, from Kaz?
The goalie.
No,
You
Jesus Christ, what is his fucking name? No, it's not Alec, it's
Not Riley.
yeah,
Trevor.
Trevor, goddamn.
Yeah.
God, hope he don't see this. He's gonna be pissed at me. I'm baked. I'm already on that 500 milligrams already. Trevor, I'm sorry.
Trevor
I'm
was
sorry.
mad cool.
Yeah, no, Trevor's the man.
Him and like, did you know Mike Boschart?
No, so I was only there for like 2.5 years, and that
Okay.
last half year was like 3/4 of the year, but I wasn't enrolled the second semester. I only went back to finish classes from the first semester.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
No, I had a lot of fun at Albany. Definitely learned a lot
Yeah.
of tough lessons, but it's wild over there.
Oh yeah. I mean, the short time I was there, I had a great fucking time. Met great
Yeah.
people. I had an awesome time. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world.
So, with like the whole marijuana industry, there's a lot of, because it used to be a Schedule I drug, and I just learned from my friend here that it's now a Schedule III drug, right?
That is correct.
And that just happened very recently,
Yeah.
which is awesome. That's a huge step forward.
Yeah, you get some research done.
What does that mean in the whole landscape of things?
You know, I'm sure it affects other areas, but the most like important that I have realized from it is it's going to allow universities and private scientists, whoever, private funded scientists to actually study the plant and without any repercussions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just a lot less legal implications.
Yeah, because the people that had done studies on it before are all the people that are pretty much growing it and breeding it. Like, they're the ones that are doing all the research. Not that they're not certified, but they're not. There's limitations, right? So that's why people get the funding. That's why universities do it, because they got millions and millions of endowments, so they got the money for all that stuff.
I always thought it was just plainly like dumb that weed had such a bad rap in comparison to like even alcohol. Like, there's been so much more harm done.
I mean, think
from
about
all
it.
these
Like,
other legal things than weed.
yeah, I mean, I had to go to see certain doctors, and it took a minute to get it, just to get a medical license back in the day. I don't have a medical license now, just because I didn't go to dispensaries. Because I don't know. I guess we all got our own opinions on dispensaries, but I'm not the biggest fans of them.
Yeah. They definitely rip you off.
Yeah, and I don't know. The product too it's all shady. They have a lot of rules and regulations, and the rules and regulations actually hurt the product, because the time it gets, a fresh cut bud that gets to a store for sale, like, it's minimum like 4 months.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be dry cured, right? Then it's got to be sent to a lab. It's got to be tested. Get the numbers back, which are usually bullshit anyways.
Yeah.
And there's no like mold test, right? They got rid of the mold test in New York because people weren't passing it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I hope,
So like, and
I
you
hope
can
that's
look it
not
up.
true across the
I
board.
believe it's called this CT. No, I don't even know. I was gonna say CTAs, but I think that's just my CTE kicking in. It's I don't know. They're papers that will come back with all of like the parts per million or parts per billion of mold and heavy metal part, whatever, like that are in your weed. They got rid of that shit. And so like they measure mold in New York State by CFUs, colonizing forming units. In medicinal weed, they do test it, and you can't have more than 1,000,
Okay.
right? 1,000 CFUs. I believe that's correct. It could be 100. There's recreational bud that's been sold and consumed by consumers in New York State where the CFUs are over 100 or over 1 million. Yeah. Yeah, like, see, like you put that under a microscope, like every hair you see, that's not a trichome, that's fucking PM and probably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And it doesn't matter when you burn it, like you're still
oh, you
ingesting
dude,
it.
no, but people, it's also a lack of consumer knowledge too. And like
Yeah.
people also think there's that security blanket, oh, I bought it from a dispensary, it's got to be good.
Right.
It went through all these rules and
Right.
regulations, right? So it's got
I
to be
would-
decent for me.
I would say that's very true across the board.
Yeah.
Unless you're like,
And like only time I ever go to dispensary is to get a cartridge like rosin pen. Usually I don't smoke distillate. I'll get live resin carts sometimes just to save a little bit of money sometimes. But I'm
Yeah.
usually going with the rosin cart just because it's solventless. And people don't realize when you hit that cart, that thing goes from a 0 to whatever setting you have it at, like 450 degrees. And like you rip that shit, and like if it's not all ceramic heating element, that's metal heating up to that every time. Like now that's heavy metals leaking into your shit, and now you smoking that.
I don't even want to think
So, like,
about
I don't-
all the nasty
Yeah.
shit I've ingested through like smoking carts and like random bullshit.
Yeah, and like the distillate's 100. It's like 99.99% THC. There's no terpenes in it. I mean, there's no smell, there's no flavors,
Yeah.
there's no other high effect other than the THC. So they add terpenes to it that are found in certain strains, and they call it that strain. But 80% of the time, these terpenes are not cannabis-derived terpenes. They're botanically derived terpenes, meaning they make them in the lab. Add it to THC distillate, and then you smoke that shit.
So it's like all synthetic.
Yeah. And that's the deal with like all the spray packs and stuff that like,
Yeah.
if you go to any smoke shop that's around that is still selling bud illegally, like 1,000% smoke like spray packs.
So do they have any dispos out in Kaz? I'm sure, right?
No, I
Oh
don't,
no.
dude, I don't think there's
Is Madison County
other
not
than the
legal?
Oneida natives in Verona. They have the Verona dispensary, something like that.
Uh-huh.
There's no other dispensaries in Madison County.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the population is pretty small. There's the biggest towns are on the west side, Cazenovia, I don't know, like Dreiter and a few other towns, and you go northeast and east, the towns get pretty,
Like Roman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
we
rural.
have one that's probably maybe like approaching 5 years old, right in the middle of Manlius. I never thought they would do that here.
Yeah, wellness area, I think.
I think it's called Breathe.
Oh, Just Breathe, yeah.
Just Breathe. Yeah. Is there more than one?
No. No, I don't even
should
know
know.
why the first one I might have just fucking made up, to be honest. Yeah. Now the Just Breathe, I've heard of that. I haven't been there.
Yeah. It's. I
but-
mean, it's your standard
Yeah.
dispensary. It's nice people that work there, but nothing crazy.
No, it's not. And so like kind of like back to like my whole journey with cannabis. Soon as I started growing, once it became legal, one of my homies I went to OCC with for a semester from Utica gave me a hash washing machine.
Okay.
So it's a blue washing machine. It's I don't know. It's a 5-gallon machine. It's got a little spinner at the bottom that creates a vortex that knocks off the trichomes off the bud.
Those
So, like,
things are definitely not cheap.
They're not that expensive.
Really?
I mean, the new, like the high-tech stainless steel ones, yeah, like the minimum's like $5,000 for the baby one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had plastic ones. They say, like don't use them that long. You get plastic products like, what do they call them? The microplastics in your
Yeah.
shit. I guess. I don't know. Like, I haven't had my shit tested, so like I do fucking update my machinery once in a while, but
Yeah.
I don't really, I'm not producing at that level. It's just for myself. I don't feel like spending $20,000 on a hash making unit right now.
Right.
If I had the money, maybe. It's definitely a money issue, but probably not. Yeah, like my whole goal is hopefully like to wash for someone that does have a license, and then I can, get them to buy that shit.
So would you like to get your license or like?
So
why
right
is
now
it
they're not giving out any license.
Oh,
the
they were
lic-
doing like it only
Wha-
to like ex-convicts, right?
So people that had been hit with prior
Charges for
convictions,
weed.
charges and shit like that.
Yeah.
And anyone that was like a minority, or if you were a woman, you had a higher chance. Like it didn't mean you got it. Like they said they put you to the top of the list, but like if you had money, you were at the top of the list. Like that's the way it goes. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
That's why you got Flintstone everywhere.
It's a business.
Yeah. And right now, so like you could get your micro business license, which pretty much makes you vertically integrated, which is kind of the only way to really make a lot of money. Meaning, it's like your genetics, you're growing it, you're either curing it, drying it, curing it if it's bud, or you're making that into edibles or concentrates, and then you have your own storefront and you sell it, or you sell it at other places as well. That's how you can really make money. It's hard to get to that point because you have to have, certified labs to make all those concentrates, and you have to have the on-site grow, and then you have to have the on-site dispensary. So it takes a lot of acreage, takes a lot of money to get to that point. So there's just not a lot of people that went for that license because it was a lot of money at first. It was, a few $100,000 down.
So other than like the whole saving money and knowing what's going into it, like, is that part of your aspiration, or do you just kind of want to do it for like your own personal like hobbyist type of?
Yeah, kind of. That's why, like, I started just like as a hobby. Like,
it's like you're obviously very passionate about it, like.
Yeah,
it's helped you a lot.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, it's helped me a shit ton. Like, I always say, like, if it wasn't for really weed, like, I would probably have been with, like I was talking about earlier, the kids at home that were doing like heroin and not like at Albany, if that's what I went to instead of the weed, like I probably would have been doing that shit because I wouldn't have been looking for weed. I probably would have been looking for pain meds, whatever the fuck it was, And,
it's a huge issue in
this
country.
And like I didn't know until like I'm friends with a lot of those kids now because they're not doing that shit, and a lot of them are doing well. But they're like, oh yeah, we were fucking real on that shit back in the day. I was like, holy fuck, like. Glad I stayed away from that. Just fucking. Yeah. And I was also banged up too, so I didn't leave the house much. And living on the farm, I still don't leave the place too much. But yeah, it's like the hash. Like I'm smoking a lot of weed, and like I'm learning about the hash. My buddy gives me a hash machine, and I realize like a lot of the medicine's in the trichome, not the flower. So like female plant flowers produces the trichome, which is sticky, which will then, because it's sticky, the pollen will stick to it from a male plant, right? So that's what a trichome is
that
for.
makes sense.
Obviously, like that's the sexual reproduction part of it, but it also holds a lot of the medicinal part. And so, like just like a fruit tree, like if you went up to a tree that was like in season, right, and like you shook it and they're ripe as heads fall off. Yeah. Like that's kind of like what I'm doing. So like on a trichome, you have the stem, and then you have the trichome head. Trichome head is the more valuable part of it. So like if I'm washing however much biomass product in my machine, the first like 1 to 2 washes I'm doing pretty short, right? Like I want to get the most ripe ones off the plant, right? Keep those together, and like you wash it, and like I said, like that machine has a vortex that knocks off all the trichomes, and then you sieve all the water through different size micron bags, and you have different levels of hash in each one. And I usually put the first and second wash together. It's like a 1:30 wash max usually, sometimes a little bit longer if it's not as much biomass and I still have the same amount of water in there. And you want it cold too, right? You freeze that trichome because I'm using all fresh frozen, which means like when I harvest my plants, I take all the fan leaves off, anything doesn't have the trichomes on it,
Yeah.
and then I pretty much rip all the buds off, throw it in a bag, and throw it into a freezer like as quick as I can
Yeah.
to capture the terpenes of the fresh bud.
How long is this whole process up to this point for you?
Well, I haven't even talked about like the cloning and like the beginning of the.
Yeah.
We'll get to
It
that.
gets
So like,
deep.
yeah, I guess we started at the good part, like at when you have like your bud, and so like, that's what I do for harvest, and then pretty much it's 12-month process. It's pretty much nonstop if you're doing what I'm doing.
And there's always something to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Like how much of your day gets dedicated to this?
Pretty much the whole day, because I've got a flower farm too. That's like what I actually do. I want to get into doing hash full time, so it's pretty much the same thing when I go from like the flower farm just to like the hobby stuff on the
Yeah.
side, pretty much. And applied stuff that I got from the hobby side into the farm, which has actually helped a lot too, which I'd get to. But so as far as hash, right? So I told you about the fresh frozen part. That's instead of cured, right? You can dry your bud, cure it, and you get a certain terpene profile. This is the fresh bud profile,
Yeah.
the terpene profile on the bud while it's still in the plant. Freeze it, keeps the trichomes brittle. You put it into really, really cold water. I put ice in water to cool it down, and I try to remove as much ice as I can, as long as the water is at like, I try to keep it at like 18 to 19 degrees.
Okay.
Idea is
So below freezing.
below freezing. Idea is let the vortex knock off the trichomes, not the ice in there, because the ice is actually hitting the bud around and it's frozen, right? So small particles of the bud are flying off too.
Right.
So the less ice, the better, but it's got to be cold. So like, just because you're using ice doesn't mean it's bad. You just got to wash it down, and washing it is not like there's two types of washing. The first part is actually in the machine, and then as you catch your trichomes in your mesh bags, and like you'll still have hash in the other trichome bags or different size bags, but like underneath the trichomes you'll have like broken stalks, then full stalks underneath, which produce a different like texture in the hash, and it might not be as strong, or it might not have as much terpenes in it. But then you take a high pressure sprayer and you spray down that hash, and that will clean off any like plant material that might still be stuck to the trichome heads. Then from that point, a lot of people have freeze dryers. Well, they'll take the hash, they'll put it in the freeze dryers, and you freeze it. It takes like 36 hours max. I don't have that, so I freeze all the hash I collect in parchment paper. Once it's frozen, I set up racks with parchment paper on it, and I take a cheese grater and I just grate that bitch out. And two down sides to it, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because you get a decent amount of hash, right? It takes a while. It's like a frozen rock of sand.
Yeah.
And but then you're also opening the glands of the trichome head, so you're releasing terpenes. So you want to collect it as soon as it's dry.
Yeah.
If you let it go for a while, the terpenes have evaporated into the air, and it won't be as strong, won't taste as strong, won't smell as strong, all that type of stuff.
How did you like learn how to do all? Was this YouTube and like word of mouth and like?
Yeah, so
like,
I
this
think
is-
like everyone knows. So there's this dude, Frenchy
lot.
Cannoli, who passed away a few years ago, who's like the grandfather of hash. He spent a lot of time in
What's the name?
Frenchy Cannoli. Is
Frenchy
his I don't know his
Like his
actual
stage name?
name. Yeah, it's like a stage name, and he actually spent a lot of his like life, like early 20s, early 30s, going to different places like in Nepal and Afghanistan and the Hindu Kush Mountains.
To the roots.
Yeah, and like learned all these different ways of making hash, and then he kind of perfected all of it, and then he also just shared his knowledge with everyone for free. And there's YouTube videos of him where he's just talking to camera personally, and then there's videos of like him talking to a group of 50 people, like washing hash in front of them, showing them like what he does, like, which is pretty cool. Like in the cannabis community too, like there are people who come up with new shit and they're like, all right, we don't want anyone else. Like,
yeah, I was just
getting
gonna
this,
say,
but
like,
then
there's
again,
gatekeepers that like don't want the
80
secrets to be known.
80% of the people are like, yo, take it. Like,
Yeah.
like they'll find a sick, like they'll like hunt a really good genetic and maybe they'll sell it to you or something like that. Maybe not give it to you depending on what exactly it is. But if it's like technology, like there's this company Faven who's really popular right now with under canopy lighting, so like under the plants
Right.
to get the small buds fatter and
You think that makes a huge difference?
yeah, and they put out their information to everyone.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, like where they place it on the plant, whether it's perpendicular or horizontal to the plants in rows, and how much difference that makes in yield and all that type of stuff. They're dope. So like, a lot of people are like that in the cannabis community, which is pretty cool.
It's just that 20% that
Yeah, they're just assholes, but that's all right. You're gonna get that with anyone,
is that.
and they're only assholes from word of mouth to me. I've never actually met these people.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much learned from YouTube and trial experience, man. Like trial and error, trial and experience. Like it makes experience, but Jesus Christ, mumbling my words here. And yeah, so I'm washing hash. It's bud that buddies are giving to me, you know, a few ounces of shake at a time, this and that. And I'm making good hash. We're liking it. We're getting stoned off it. But like if I looked at it today, like I would be like, yeah, like throw that in edibles. Like you can't smoke that, or you don't want to smoke it. But so it got better and better, and then
There's levels to it, right?
yeah, and then like there's certain strains don't wash too, right? Like, you gotta like even if it's like a really good smoking like strain, like it might be really greasy like texture as far as like the trichomes, and that's not gonna wash. You want something that's a little sandier, and like sometimes like the yield doesn't matter. Like the first good bud or good hash I ever grew or made was from this stuff called Bad Girl. It was an OG strain. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yielded not great, like really, really greasy terpene and trichomes. So like when I'm washing it in my bag, I'm trying to scoop it out, it's just smearing to the sides, like, and it's like 10 degrees in there. It's not hot,
Yeah.
and it's just like really greasy and like it doesn't yield a lot, but it was still like one of the best hash like runs that I've had to this day. But so like since then, I've started growing, and you know, you start with like a few strains, and like, you know, you pick one that does well, that, you know, smokes well for you, hits all that boxes, and it yields decently. Like I really don't care about the yield, like as long as it hits the boxes, like for like whatever medicinal needs I need, like that's fine with me. Like I'll just grow big ass plants because you can't grow too many here. So like the ones you do, like I'd start inside, put them out at like 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall, and you know, do what I got to do to make those things like 8-pound fucking yielders by the end of the year. Otherwise, it's not worth it for me. But so like, this past year, I sourced a bunch of good clones from a grower in Michigan. They made great hash, and in expectation of that, I cloned each one before they even flowered, and I had them inside. Right, so after I made hash from each one, I could decide like which hash I liked the best, which yielded the best, which had the best, you know, terpene profile, this and that, and kept specific ones. And so what I've been doing the past few months is just keeping those alive. The initial clones, which are now my mother's, cloning those, and so I have enough to grow of each one this year.
Nice.
Yeah. So I haven't put anything out yet. We have another freeze or frost coming up in another week, which is crazy. But everything's still indoors. But hopefully it'll.
Are you kidding me? We have another frost coming.
Yeah. Yo, so dude, I saw this apple farm, dude, and they light fires down the rows of their apple trees.
Yeah.
And they fly a helicopter over because that hot air rises, and they send it down low with the chopper. So there's mad choppers flying over, like doing everything they can to save their crop.
Yeah.
All their fucking blossoms are freezing.
It's
sad.
Is that how they make their living? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and so like with my flowers, like there's so much stuff I can't put out right now.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Was it like that this time of year last year, or were you good to go?
No, like all my apple trees, cherry trees, pear trees, they all got hit. I didn't get any fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's like the hash, right? So like I collect all those trichomes, and that's traditional bubble hash, they call it. And so like, I didn't, and then from there you can make rosin, which you take small micron bags, fill them with hash, and then press them on a heated plate. So you're pressing the oils out of the trichome heads, so it's just more refined. And that's the kind of stuff like you see people dabbing.
Yeah.
I didn't get into that, so I got like really good at making hash. Then slowly started, with small, like 2 or 3 grams at a time, 4 grams at a time, just pressing like enough to smoke like a few dabs, and then progressively got better at it, and then started pressing like almost all of my hash in the rosin. So that's like I usually just smoke rosin, and then, like medicinally, I think it's the best throughout the day. It doesn't really get me as droggy as like weed does, but at night I usually make a little worm out of it because it's some waxy material.
Yeah.
Put that in the middle of my weed, and they call it doinks, which I think is pretty stupid in the industry, but I just call it a fucking hash joint, like Ricky, and fucking smoke that. Yeah.
So you smoke a whole one of those to the face?
Yeah, several. Yeah.
Wow. I'd be schizophrenic if I did that right now.
That's wild. Yeah, I actually I had a friend that went schizophrenic. Gosh, it was in their family, but the person was also taking massive amounts of mushrooms.
Did they have a family history of schizophrenia?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I think it was mushroom induced.
So when I don't know if I ever told you, I went on a ayahuasca trip.
No shit.
Yeah, back in.
I don't know if I got the balls for that.
You could do it, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I eat like 1,000 milligrams daily. I probably wouldn't get high. What the fuck's wrong with you?
But yeah, I'm coming up on a year since I did it. It's like one of the best things I've ever done in my whole life. My life is like taking a turn for like the best, like in every single way. Like today is my birthday. This is the most birthday wishes I've gotten in my whole life. Like,
Did your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
But like my life has just been beautiful since I came back from that thing, and I learned so much about myself and like great stuff.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is they do a serious screening before you go to do it, because like people with family history of like schizophrenia and stuff
it pulls
like that.
Shit out.
Yeah, like they'll tell you like, no, you probably shouldn't come if like you don't qualify.
You should probably listen to.
So yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. But
yeah, so like, all right, so I got all these clones right now, and we've talked about how I started growing because of the bullshit that was in the market and dispensary being too expensive, all their BS rules that creates weed that is fresh on the counters that's already 4 months old, and it sits on the counter for another 6 months before it expires. Now you're buying moldy ass weed.
Yeah.
So, and who knows what it's grown with. So I live on a farm. I had a few old sheep manure dumps. Sheep manure is nice because it doesn't burn hot, meaning you can throw it in your garden right away. You don't have to compost it. In the first year, dude, I put in plants, I don't know, knee height. Within 2 months, like by the end of veg, they were 10, 12. I had a 14 by 10. Like I was pulling like 8 to 10 pounds off each fucking plant.
Really?
And I wasn't.
Damn.
So like I had a spring stream that I fed everything by hand, right? And so it was in the stream were little microorganisms. There was these tiny little shrimp and stuff. So like I was putting a lot of indigenous or like microorganisms into it, which are very good for the soil.
Yeah.
So I kind of was feeding it without knowing it, but after you use a spot a few times, right, like you see the decline in your produce and your yield and everything just because you're using the nutrients out of the ground. And weed is notorious for sucking up anything that's in the ground, heavy metals, all that shit. So like it's
really?
Yeah. Like,
I didn't know that.
Like if you're growing on top of old dump like from 150 years ago and you don't know, like they used to use lead and shit back in the day. You know what I mean? Like you could be smoking lead.
When I was growing out in Denver, it was like all inside in a hydroponic system, like in buckets.
Yeah.
So like we didn't really have to think about that, but.
So there's this type of growing. It's called Korean natural farming.
Okay.
The idea is to use native vegetation in your area and extract the microorganisms that plant holds within its flower or its leaves and extract it. So the other day I went out and I picked like 10 pounds of dandelion flowers with 10 pounds of brown sugar, put it in a bucket, mixed it together, got all really liquid and stuff like that, right? Then I take big bags, turkey cloth, and I screen out all the sugar and the flour material, and I get all this liquid, and I fertilize that, or let that shit, fucking Christ, what is it called? Let it ferment, pretty much. Yeah. And that will become good food for like during any type of like even veg, but especially flour. And I'll do the same thing with the leaves, and then the leaves of the marijuana plant. Like, take all, because you gotta de-leaf your plants a lot. So like I'll save all those leaves, put it in a bucket with water, mix it up every day, put a little bit of leaf mold in there. I'll put some crushed up eggshells in there. Leaf mold is just mycelium, which is pretty much like a web-shaped fungus that is pretty much like the base for like any kind of fungus growth. And that helps the soil a lot. And so I'll put that in there, mix that up, and then I'll do just like shots of it per gallon.
Okay. So you use the whole plant?
Yeah, use the whole plant to feed the whole plant.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so like my inputs are very minimal. Once in a while I have to, there's a company out of Vermont that I get organic soil sent in, but I don't like using too much foreign soil. I like using I'll find old spots like around me that used to be manure dumps. When I live in a house that's 220 years old, so yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So there's.
How many acres is it?
Right now, it's like 46 acres.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of hunting ground.
Yeah, I got 180 right down the road too.
Damn.
Yeah. So I got two good
sick.
spots to go. Good to
That's
go.
sick.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So now I not like there's guys that are way into it. I am pretty simple with the Korean natural farming. Just feeding my plants like that, and then like during the flower part, there is a concoction I made. It's like 30 pounds of fruits and vegetables. Chop that bitch up, mix it with 30 pounds of brown sugar. You separate it into like, I don't know, 6 different 5-gallon buckets. You mix it all up, and it starts dry. Then it gets wetter and wetter, and the sugars extract all the microorganism nutrients.
Why do you put the sugar in there?
It extracts all the good stuff out of the fruits and veggies.
Okay.
Right, and then again, you get a turkey cloth. You drain it through it into like mason jars, and then you get, so it's like 0.336 milliliters per gallon. So it's strong stuff.
Yeah.
And I do that as soon as I see the flower or the plants start to flower until pretty much the day I pick them. Because like a lot of people stop feeding like a week or two before they pick their plant because they've been using chemicals, so they'll flush it. They just fucking hammer their plant with water.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, the plant's been eating chemicals. Like there's chemicals in that shit. Yeah. Like so. And like there's not. Maybe flushing does work. A lot of people do it, and they have amazing weed. But I don't want to put anything into my plant that I'm not gonna be cool with eating. Like,
so there's a lot of like personal preference that goes into how you raise your plants and like.
There's people who hear this, but like this guy's an idiot. Like I am an idiot, but like that's like what I'm doing right now. It fucking works. It enhances the terpene profile, I think, compared to when I haven't done it in the past. And
have you tried multiple ways, or is this like something you
multiple
just
ways
done? Of like growing your plants,
harvesting
them,
raising
them?
Every year I'll throw a few plants in some pots, and I'll feed them differently. We'll, I don't know, different water schedule, this and that, just to bring different things out of it that I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I do a little bit like of R&D, but I'm honestly not into it like smart enough that like where I can do that like scientific shit and actually measure it and
Like you have a system that works for you and you like your results, so you're just gonna. For the most part,
like I understand the basic ideas of the biology in the soil. The more microorganisms you have, the better. You want a rich nutrient soil, abundant in different microorganisms, different actual like carbon and nitrogen breaking down, whether that's from like straw or leaves or wood chips or actual soil that you put in there. So you want a variety of everything. Variety is good in every part of life, right?
Yeah.
Same thing there. And then the mycelium is like a network of mold that pretty much talks to each other throughout like the whole forest. And I've learned to trap that through little mycelium boxes. Take like cardboard.
Like, don't we have mycelium in our gut?
I think we do. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything organic has mycelium.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And so I've don't know all the ins and outs of it. I know the basics of it. I know it's good for my garden, and I know how to collect it. And so yeah, pretty basic. I know how to get good results in my area. Every little area is different. Everyone's got a different microclimate. It's going to produce
like if you were put in the middle of Arizona and they said grow some.
I mean, if we were to grow some bud here versus my place, it'd be way different. I got gardens that are different just based on elevation.
Like
difference.
even
they're like 500 yards away, but they're different elevations and.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, and we're in the northern hemisphere, right? Like you don't want to do it on the northern facing slope. Like you want it southern facing slope, so you get all that sunlight all day.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that goes into it, where you put them and that.
When you were at Albany, did you study like biology or like
nothing? None of it.
No. You just all interest in like trial and error and like.
Yeah, and seeing that there was so much bullshit weed, and I knew what good weed was, and I was pissed at people not having good weed, and like thinking what I thought was good weed, and like what they thought was good weed was not on the same page, and yeah. You only know what you know too, right? So like those kids thought it was like the best, like just because they'd never seen anything better. Yeah. And I was like, nah, dude, like it looks good, but like like this is a spray pack. It's like you smell like gelato. Like that's not like even gelato weed, and it smells like this fucking every other bag I've smelled that you got in the past 2 years.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So looking forward, like what do you want for yourself when it comes to this? Like, do you want to like just keep doing this kind of low profile operation that you've been doing and like just keep building your own knowledge, or do you want to like educate others, or like what do you want?
I mean,
at the end of the day?
I think like part of like if that that job responsibility is to teach others. But no, I would like to get to the point where, I'm either my own processor for myself who processes other people's products.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it white labeled. Like a lot of that industry in New York right now, like you grow your weed, I turn it to hash for you or hash rosin. It goes back to you and you sell it under your name, and I just get paid for the process. Like, it'd be cooler. It'd be like, all right, like your weed grown by me or washed by me, whatever. And like on the package it says then like this gives, respect to fucking both people. Like, yeah. Because like a lot of people like will do that. Like will take credit for all the washing and stuff too, and like say like this is ours. Like we grew it, we washed it. It's like. Ask them about the washing, and they're like, "Oh fuck, I don't know how to wash weed." It's like, all right, well that's not like single source is like. I'm not technically single source because I buy my genetics from other growers, but like other than that, like I clone everything, I grow it all, I put all my soil together. It's pretty much all from my land. Otherwise, the Fort V stuff I was talking about from the Vermont company, which is all organic. Feed it, water it myself, everything by hand. I harvest it myself, wash it myself, dry it myself, and press it myself, cure it myself.
You do it all
Smoke it
yourself.
myself.
Most important.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's cool shit, man.
Yeah, and
I don't know too many people that that can have the knowledge to do all that you do, make it happen, and like have a good result.
yeah, and like back in the day, when I remember like throwing weed in water and be like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Like I just ruined all this weed, and like the process of like growing it, washing it, drying it, pressing it, curing it. I was like, damn, that's like, even after like you have the obtainable bud in your hand, like you still got a lot of time before you even like reap the benefits of it.
Yeah.
But the benefits of good, clean, proper weed that is turned into like really good hash or really good hash rosin is 100% worth it.
Is this something that the people from like the Hindu Kush mountains and like the origins of marijuana like did, or did they just grow it, smoke it, like done deal?
So what they would usually do is like in the Hindu Kush you would get hash called charas or charas, charas, and because it's such a humid climate during the harvest period, which creates a lot of mold, before that they go around and like I said, like the trichomes are sticky, right? So they go around and they grab the bud and the trichomes stick to their hands, and they'll get all this black resin all over their hands, and they'll rub it together and they call it charas. It's like hand cream rubbed hash. So like that was like their form of hash. Afghan, they I believe were like big dry sift people, so they would have these big old like metal, I don't know, some kind of metal like bowls with different sized micron sheets over it. And so like there'd be one guy, he'd just be tossing bud on it. Another guy, he has a stick and he's just beating it, and he's pretty much shaking off all the trichomes onto their cloth. Heavy stuff falling off, and like then once you can see enough trichomes build up, they kind of like rub it in through the mesh, and then you just keep repeating the process. So like there's different processes all throughout like that area, and there are people that do like static hash is a whole different ball game. Like I won't even get into that, but like that's like might be like more of a derivative from like Afghan hash, like water hash. I don't know who actually came up with water hash, but like that might be just like a North American or European thing that started, but like there wasn't any like ancient cultures that I know of that were producing hash.
Is there something like specific to upstate that we do with our weed?
So upstate's known for like kind of like, I don't know if it's just like a rep that upstate gets just because upstate always gets a rep from New York City, but like New York City's big on blunts. A lot of people started smoking blunts because you got shit brick weed back in the day. It tastes like shit, so you get a nice smoking taste in cigar, and it it doesn't go down too bad, and so that
throw it in a backwoods and
and like I don't know, I don't mind smoking blunts every once in a while. I probably only smoke like 4 a year. I like smoking joints just because I don't need the tobacco in my blunts, but or whatever I'm smoking. But like upstate, not a hash, not a rosin community at all. Like I was saying earlier, like Colorado is huge on hash and dabs, like and all the rosin and shit. West Coast is definitely even in like Germany has a huge scene right now.
Are they pretty loose with all the weed?
Yeah.
Is Europe in general?
Definitely not every country. Like even in Amsterdam, and what country is that? Fucking Deutschland.
Yes, or something.
Whatever the fuck it is. Like I think it's illegal there, to be honest. Like it's just.
Wait, Amsterdam's the weed capital of the world. What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure like it's only like It's like kosher, like in their smoke shops. Like you can't carry it out of the smoke shops. Like you get in trouble for that shit.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was like smoke till you fucking drop over there.
You probably can, but like I don't know, like if it's like you can't smoke that shit outside, you get in trouble.
Okay. Interesting.
Unless I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they're smoking dope outside.
Yeah. And then there's some countries where it's like you do not do that. Like, is Russia one of those?
Yeah, that I was about to say that chick. Who knows? Brittany Griner.
Yeah. The Brittany Griner.
Yeah, dude, she got CBD pen
Was it
or
Brittany
shit. Like,
Griner?
yeah, where they gonna do like chop her head off or some shit. That was fucking crazy.
She had like
We had to trade a fucking dude that used to sell weapons in like wars and shit, or he was a bomb maker or some shit. We had to trade him for her back to Russia.
Yeah.
Like, he was a
yeah.
bad motherfucker. Like, yeah. It's like we got hurt.
And
back.
she had like a half
Yeah, it was a fucking little vape or some shit.
half-gram cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild. And like that's another thing too. People say you can like fly out with weed and stuff now, and like if it's cool and
I
the
know
city you're taking off, but when you land, anything can happen.
I've flown out of Syracuse Hancock Airport with weed on accident multiple times. I just had it in my bag, didn't know,
Yeah.
and found it after the fact. But like, yeah, if it's legal in the state you're flying out of, you're more than likely fine.
But they can always notify where you're going too. If they want to be assholes,
Yeah,
they can.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
wait for you.
Typically, like, if you have a small amount, though, I'd say, and like you're not an idiot about it and you just put it away in like a little compartment in your bag, you're probably fine. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't take it with a grain of salt. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, even like in New York, you're only allowed to grow like certain numbers of plants, which is definitely affected me and like has caused me to start learning about indoor growing. I know how to like grow indoor in veg. I just don't know anything about like the feeding processes, and there's so many different fucking things that go into it. I almost don't want to.
Yeah.
I almost just want to kind of stick in my lane and like let the growers be the growers, and like just I'll be the hash maker. And like I don't say grow weed, like I just grow resin. Like the flower might look fucking dope as shit on the plant, but until that resin head is where I want it. Like a lot of people bash rosin guys because they'll take the plant early when the trichome head is clear, and they'll get them like a whiter like color on their rosin.
Yeah.
Versus a darker like tan, which would be a trichome head that has turned purple. Well, I guess it turns purple. Under my microscope, it actually turns blue. But
The whiter color is better thing?
no, because it's not a ripe trichome head. Trichome head will turn purple under a microscope, right? And so that's when you know, like, that's when you like, because the longer it goes, sometimes like all the time you start to develop CBN, which is a part of it's just another component in cannabis, but it makes you tired. So that is part of the indica effect as well, that like it's not just like I could have a sativa and like it might not be a knockout, but if I make that thing go longer than 60, say it's 60-day flower, and I can go 72 days or even like 69 days, like it's gonna be a little bit heavier punch and a little bit more body relaxing type.
I heard if you take CBD when you're way too high, it'll like bring you back a little bit.
Yeah,
Is that
so
true?
I don't know because I had some personal experience with that, and I wasn't the one that was fucked up, so I was able to watch the whole thing, and the person did not get more sober. I don't believe it was actually at a Thanksgiving dinner, so it is funny. I just had a bag of gummies. They were actually from the res up north, so they were 20 milligrams, but I don't think they were fucking 20. Probably a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
But so it's Thanksgiving. Both my brothers are home. My oldest is with his future fiance and my aunt. So not a ton of people. They see me eating the gummies. My now sister-in-law is like, "Oh, I've taken those in college before. Like, I need to get one of those. I'm like, all right.
Oh,
And she goes, oh my
brother.
God, those are good. Give me another. And like before, she like, grabbed it on my hand, ate half, and I fucking smacked out her other hand. And I was like, no, like, just start with that.
Yeah.
And then my aunt's like, oh, I'll take one. I was like, all right, here. Halfway through dinner, like I'm sitting next to her. I'm like, you okay? She's like, and then like my dad gets up, like, are you okay? Like in her face, and my dad,
Did he
fuck
know
off.
she took it?
No, he did. And I was like, hold on, like, just go sit on the couch and shit. And like, my aunt's totally fine. She's high. And my mom took one too. And she was fine. I was like on 15 of them. Obviously, like I was chill, but like fucking.
To the average Joe.
Yeah. So
that's a lot.
she sits down. Citral sits down. My dad like got up again, like sat down next to her. My brother sat down next to her. I'm like, guys, leave her alone. Like, she's high. She doesn't want people in her face.
Yeah.
My aunt sees it. She goes, oh my God, I think I'm having the same thing. And like, is this a heart attack? I'm like, holy fuck, like this is Thanksgiving.
Was she
No,
serious or was she just playing
No,
around?
she was high as fuck. She
Yes.
went in another room in the house and like talked on the phone with her friend for like 2.5 hours, then drove home. It was wild.
You never know what you're gonna get when people get too high. Like everyone's different.
And yeah, unregulated edibles are fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I remember that was my first horrible experience with weed. Was and my buddy was selling weed cookies that he made in high school, like 10th grade, and they had over 200 milligrams in each one. I have no doubt, like a lot for anyone that's like not familiar with weed. And I took one. I waited like 4, maybe 5 hours, and I was like, I still don't feel it. And I think it was because I had like never gotten high before, and it like takes a while to kick.
That's
in.
a thing. That's a
Yeah.
real thing. Yeah.
So I took another one, and then I might have even taken a third one. And by the time it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, I was tweaking out. Like I could like see sounds,
Dude.
like I was like I was so
Yeah.
high, I was like shaking.
So I love that shit.
You
Dude,
like that feeling?
Man, one of the first times I ever like seen rosin, it was like after like my 3rd medical leave in college. I'm home hanging out with this kid that's like 10 years older than me in my town, and he's got some good bud. He's got some rosin, and I've got like 2,000 milligrams of edibles on me. I eat like 1,000 milligrams, and then he gave me his rosin and his bud, and I was like, I'm gonna pack this fucker full. And just some bud at the bottom, just to catch the rosin, or something to catch the rosin, so it doesn't melt through.
Yeah.
And I smoked like 4 fucking bowls. It was like at least close to like, I don't know, like 0.75 of rosin and like 2 grams of bud or some shit. Went home, passed out, woke up 2 hours later, but dude, I couldn't move my legs. I'm like, fucking boom. And I got this chick over, and she's looking at me like, she says a word, and I just fucking, or I can't stop laughing. Like, I'm like, don't look at me, like, I can't do this right now. Like, I was so fucking high, like, incapacitated, but
Yeah.
I never, like, I hadn't been out of pain in like fucking 3 years, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on a cloud.
Maybe it is fucking a gateway drug. I'm chasing that high since fucking
I
Nam.
I don't know, like,
I think it's also genetic or some shit too, or
Yeah.
how you're brought up. And
depends, like, if you have, like, a history of addiction, and, like, there's so many, not only in the making of it, but, like, the effects of it and, like, people's habits with it, you know?
yeah. So people started way too early too.
I think it does
12, 13
way
years
more
old.
good than bad, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that would disagree, but
Yeah, I mean that's why like it's weird. Like other than like a few people that like know me, like know I do this. Like at the beginning of this, like I was definitely fucking anxious talking about it, but that's just because it used to be illegal. And I still think that fucking
Yeah.
way. Like everything I do is legal. Like I don't go over the plant count. Like I don't do extractions with chemicals like BHO or CO2. It's all solventless, and it's all for myself. Or if someone wants to come over and smoke a joint, like they can smoke a joint.
Yeah.
Like I don't give. Yeah. So like, I don't know. It'd be cool. It'd definitely be cool to get to a legal point because I like doing this shit a lot, and I like I don't know. Like I wish I could give it to everyone I fucking saw that was in chronic pain and stuff, but it's illegal.
I mean,
for me.
I wish there was an easier way, especially for people like you that care about it, care what goes into it, and like put a lot of effort into it.
Dude, there is like all these micro businesses licenses that they gave out to people, bro. Like, there's some people downstate that have made good with it just because of the population just north of the city. But like,
Yeah.
there's people I follow that have micro businesses that put hundreds of $1,000s into it. Can't compete with anyone. Like, it's just like with the MSOs, like all these companies that came from California, Colorado,
Yeah.
like not only did they like come in and like buy up fucking space in the market, but they brought people from Colorado, from California.
So even
They're
though like,
growers, they're hash makers, and it's like,
all those
yeah.
opportunities are gone, like even though they could have.
yeah, it's so hard to get in. Like, I know, like, imagine starting, yeah, like you have no following unless you've been doing it illegally for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you've been doing it right, you have a big following, and you haven't got pinched or nothing. Like, you can't just start a hash company and compete with all these companies that have been doing it for 15, 20 years in other states.
Like you have, like you just said, like you have to.
It's all marketing. Gotta be a marketing wizard. Like, there's so much BS going on right now.
I can help you with that, brother. Just got my marketing MBA.
There you go. All right. Yeah, pays to know
real
people.
quick.
I don't know. So a lot of the brands that are doing well in cities that are not legal have the craziest marketing. Like your
just
shit
like across social and like.
across
Google
social.
Ads,
Yeah.
all
Like,
that.
I know a kid from the area. He's in Syracuse. He's in Colorado. He's in Cali. He's in Atlanta. He's in New York City. He's in Rochester, Buffalo. Like, fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
And like, his weed comes in boxes and shit. Like, it might even come with a fucking toy. Might as well be a Happy Meal, dude. It's crazy. And it's like blue boxes, pink boxes. They're all different based on the quote unquote strain and the terpenes it's fucking sprayed with. And then there's also some like really cool innovative stuff. Like, there's these dude Loganberry from Buffalo. I don't know if they're native kids or not.
That's
It might
the
be
brand?
white kids. Loganberry, yeah.
I've had that.
Yeah, and so like, good bud? Or would you have some extracts or pens?
I think it was a pen.
All right,
Or
yeah.
something. I don't know.
And so like
That name rings a bell though.
yeah, so like, they were out. There's this rapper Conway that fucks with them. He might be from their area or in New York City, but they was going down to New York City. Conway does shows. Loganberry sets up with this company, NWO, Brothers with Oil, but obviously not brothers.
Yeah.
I'm just not trying to get canceled today. And like, dude, that dope products. Like, they go down to New York City, and NWO has got really good like graphics on there. They're like 2 gram jars of rosin, and they have really good products. Like, it speaks for itself. They also make like drinks and shit. And then Loganberry's got this stuff. I don't know if it's like, maybe it's called goat milk or some shit like that. Goat milk, the strain, but it comes in a little fucking milk box that's in a little plastic milk crate.
Okay.
And then, so you can imagine it's got, instead of where milk would have like its fucking nutritional facts, it's like dank 100%, like fire 100%,
That's
so
cool.
it's kind of funny, but like,
That's good marketing.
it's
Though.
it's goofy though. Like, I don't know, good weed's good weed, and like, people are paying for that extra little bit too. Like, they're like $60-$70 ace. Like, that's wild to me.
Like, have you tried any of like Mike Tyson's line or like any of that stuff?
Nah.
You heard of it though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't gotten any bud from, like, I've smoked bud from dispensaries. I knew a girl that worked at a medicinal only, a med card in Syracuse, a dispensary there, and they were selling weed that was about to be expired for like $5 an eighth. So she got like 10 of them, right?
Yeah.
It's $50, fucking, it's a lot. Every single one was moldy.
Oh.
It had been on the shelves for fucking 9 months. Guess
still
what it was
smoke
doing
it?
the 9 months before that? For 3 months, it was, from the time it was picked, it got sent to a lab, got tested, got sent back, went to production or packaging, Then it got shipped to every dispensary. Then it got put on a shelf.
Yeah.
Then it sat 9 months, didn't sell. Now you're smoking it. Like, that's disgusting. All right, and like hash is different.
Cheap weed.
Hash, you get off the fucking, you wash it off the fucking plant. Now you can cure that shit, or age it. You can age hash for fucking 10 years, 15, 20 years. Like, I don't think there's even a limit as long as you're cutting off the oxygen and the light.
Yeah.
You seal it and fucking take it out of the light, and it'll never oxidate. It just keeps aging and getting better, better. So hash is dope. It's definitely helped me stay away from the pain meds, all that type of shit. Like, definitely have to take them sometimes.
Do you have to
like,
smoke less frequently too with the hash, just because it's?
Yeah, like I try not to smoke hash. Like, I'll smoke hash rosin, which is like through the bag pressed, so it's a little bit more refined.
Yeah.
I'll smoke that throughout the day, and for some reason I find, like, even with like heavy indica strains, it'll give me like the medicinal effect of that, but it won't tire me out like it would if I smoked like a 2-gram joint on it.
Yeah.
So I usually do the rosin during the day, and then by like 2 or 3 o'clock, if I'm working, like, I definitely, by noon I need like a joint if I'm actually on the farm working. And then after that, it's like 1 every 2 hours at minimum.
How's your memory been through smoking all the weed that you do?
Dude, honestly, I blame it on my concussions. So,
but like when you're speaking
good.
right now, like you it doesn't seem like you lose your train of thought at all. Like, it seems like you're very on point, know what you're like going to next.
So it's weird, right? So like Lyme disease, a lot of people lose their train of thought, which I definitely, like, before I was like treated even with like the oral antibiotics back in the day, like I'd be talking to you and I'm like,
wait, what?
wait,
Yeah.
sorry, like what was I saying?
Yeah.
It was like that every 10 fucking minutes.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, am I fucking high, or am I just fucked up on Lyme disease?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
I've been stoned for a while. I'm like, it's never been really the issue until this. But yeah, no, like sometimes I definitely do lose my train of thought, like towards the end of the day, like or maybe I'll forget to do something more than I will, like lose my train of thought talking. Like,
I think that's also just a product of like our short attention spans that we've
yeah, and like
scrolling
fucking,
and like all that shit.
Yeah, 1000%.
But when I was a big stoner years ago, I literally thought I like had dementia because my memory was so bad, and I would like misplace everything, and like it got to a point where I was like, I need to quit at least for a little bit to like let my brain catch back up.
I think, and so like I don't know if it's like, all right, you just smoke your way out of it and you just become like a daily smoker and it doesn't affect you anymore, or I think it's what you're smoking, or genetically, like, you should not be smoking that much.
Yeah, that's
like
that's a good point.
I would smoke a lot probably still, even if I didn't have all my health issues. Right? I'd probably cut back a little bit. Like, but
you enjoy
it. I enjoy it. But like, I don't drink anything right now.
That's good. That's huge.
Yeah.
I was drinking and smoking, but mostly smoking.
Yeah, and
it was like constantly.
When I used
all
to
day,
do
every
both,
day.
like if I'd go out, I would rather drink 4 to 6 beers and 3 blunts than, because a beer is what, fucking 10 minutes, like, pretty fucking quick. Yeah. So like through a night, like that's not a lot, but it's still a decent amount of weed.
But I know other people that I've talked to about that concept. They're like, yeah, no, I same shit for me. And what I finally felt like I kind of got my short-term memory back, at least, like within the last year. And it's probably been like 2 years since I like pretty much knocked smoking. So it, like I said, it's different for everyone, but that was my experience with it.
Yeah. Like, I think it's also like, for me, if I'm gonna like commit to using this as like finding the right strain and like the right product. Like Like I said, like these gummies, no, they're over there, but like, I would rather not eat the sugar, but it is a lot of medicine in one. And like the Rick Simpson oil, usually you're supposed
Are
to
those gummies you made?
a friend makes them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him product to make the Rick Simpson oil and everything.
Nice.
But there's sugar on them. Like I would rather just have the pure RSO, which comes in a syringe, which looks very bad. Right? Like you got a big syringe and like fucking put it on your toast or some shit. You're like, is that like black tar heroin? You're like, yeah, it is. Don't touch it, bitch. This is mine. So it doesn't look good, but like you only need a little bit. Like they say, like recommendation for first time users, like the size of a grain of rice.
Really?
Yeah.
That
I would
small?
like, mine would be like a fucking puddle. Like
Yeah.
I used to get these rosin infused fruit strips, which is like freeze dried fruit and shit.
Uh-huh.
And they were 200 milligrams, and every inch is 20 milligrams. So I do like a 4-inch thing or a 3-inch thing. Do RSO all in that bitch. Roll it up like a fruit roll up and chew and suck on that bitch.
That
Because the
sounds
RSO's water soluble, so it'll go through your gums.
That sounds
So it cooks
tasty.
in quick. Yeah, yeah, it was mad good. Yeah, because eating the RSO by yourself, it's not good.
Do you ever get kind of crafty with like the edible side of it? Like, do you make some funky shit, or you just stick to like the normal brownies, or do you not even make it?
Nah, I just stick to my RSO gummies. And like, if someone's got something good, like, I'll definitely eat it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had some really good like Rice Krispies and obviously brownies. I made my own, what do they call it, can of butter.
Mm-hmm.
I made my own. It came out really good back in the Albany days.
So
I haven't made any.
one good thing
Edibles
about,
in a
so
while.
they say RSO is the most medicinal like form of the plant. So what you do is you take your weed, put it in a jar, mason jar, freeze that bitch, soak it in ethanol. Ethanol strips all the cannabinoids off. Then you put it, people will put it in a rice cooker, but that can get to a point where it gets too hot and you start vaporizing terpenes. So you can get a machine, which I do have, I've just never used it, and it puts it under a vacuum, so it lowers the boiling point, so you do it at a lower temperature. And it takes all the ethanol out of there, and you're left with this black sludge. And with the lower temperature, you're not burning any terpenes off, meaning you have every single compound that was on that plant in that oil.
Okay.
So it's called so the RSO is also known as fecal matter,
Fecal
FECO,
matter.
full extraction cannabis oil.
Isn't fecal matter shit?
Not not fecal. Yeah. I mean, it might have a relation because it looks like shit. It's a black sludge. It's like, it
Okay.
looks like tar. Yeah. But it's dope because I mean, a distillate gummies, it's got THC. Like this has got THC, CBD, CBN, CBG, like whatever the fuck that plant
Yeah.
had. Like, and the more different strains you can throw in there of indica, the better. Meaning it's a more broad spectrum, so you're not just getting high from this strain. It's everything.
It's a fuller plant, or whatever you wanna call it.
They call it more like a full spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your take on the whole Delta 8 thing? Does that even get you high?
I don't know if I've ever consumed any Delta 8 product.
I definitely have, and my take is that it gives you very similar effects to Delta 9, but it just doesn't last as long.
If there's no health repercussions or no more health repercussions than weed already, like normal cannabis already has, don't see the issue. It is a loophole a little bit because you can grow as much as you want, but the only thing is
It's like over the counter.
there's no
right?
regulations. It's all over the counter.
Yeah.
That is true too.
It smells similar.
Yeah.
It's very similar, like all around, but I don't know the science of it.
But like the product, like were they selling Delta 8 weed or Delta 8 cartridges? Because if they were, those were
They have both.
Those are 1,000% probably botanically derived terpenes in the cartridge, and then sprayed botanically
So like
derived terpenes
synthetic
on the
in
weed.
the lab.
Yeah, they call it spray packs. Like people in the city love it. They know they willingly and knowingly smoke it. They want the spray packs. I think because they smoke blunts, and with the spray pack you have like, it's fake, but you have the extra terpene, so it's extra tasty, and you can taste it through a blunt. Because usually a blunt, if you're smoking a blunt, that's what you taste in a
tobacco,
blunt.
yeah.
Yeah, it's overpowering. But it also gives you a different high, I'm assuming, because it's a chemical, right? So maybe that high is nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so is heroin apparently, but I'm not doing heroin because it's not good for you.
When I was in Nashville, that's like all they had was Delta 8 because it's not legal.
In Tennessee,
It's not
yeah,
legal in
yeah.
Tennessee, so.
I mean, if I couldn't fly with it, drive with it, I'd probably reduce my standards for a bit and just fuck it, you know, once or twice.
Yeah.
Like, there are people that are like so dead set. I'm like, yo, I need my medicine. I don't like, if I had to take more of this, then fuck it. Like, do this for a day or two.
Yeah.
So I do drop my morals like everyone once in a while, but I try to
What
stick
I'm
to
forced
them.
to.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But it's definitely been a journey. One I didn't expect I was going to get into. It was something fun to begin with. Then, because right now I can only share it with people, there was like 2 or 3 people I knew that were a little bit older, MS. Other 2 were just like old and like out of shape, so they had other health functions.
2 people you know that had MS.
One person, 2, the other one was just kind of fucked up. So like, just from like old age and life and stuff. So.
And weed's been helping them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And like usually sometimes like they get it and I'm like, all right, yeah, like I know someone that gets it and I'll go pick it up for them pretty much and just drop it off. Or if I do have extra hash, it's like Christmas time, give it to them. Or if I know that they're going through like a bad spell or whatever, like just fucking give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives back.
Yeah, and like the RSO, it's hard to find. Not a lot of dispensaries have it, and if they do, it's usually one strain, so it's not completely full spectrum. It's full spectrum within that strain, but there's not a full spectrum of terpenes. Like if you're at like an event back in the day, like when they threw up their tents and stuff, and someone's got RSO, and usually like look at them or ask them if they're sick, and if they were healthy, like usually like, nah.
Yeah.
But if you like came up like limping with a chain or like a cane and someone's in a wheelchair, like I'm on the tables like, yo, take like 4 syringes of this, and it's like knowing the community, like if someone needs it, you just give it to them.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty dope.
No, it is.
Because people get off of opioids, people get off of benzos, even like SSRI drugs. It's it's quite something. People even. I don't know if I would do this. I'd probably do it in conjunction with chemo and radiation, but people will stop chemo and radiation completely and do the RSO.
Right.
Because it's known to shrink tumors. I know a lot of people do it in conjunction, which kind of makes sense because I know it's Western medicine, but it has came a long way. I would trust doctors a little bit. As you imagine, my trust in doctors has faded quite a bit over the years. So, but so it's pretty cool.
No, there's so much potential for it,
and we haven't even hit the industrial part of it. Like it used to be one of the biggest industrial, if not the biggest industrial crop in the United States. I'm pretty sure it was the biggest crash crop at one point in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, early.
How long ago?
Probably from 1776 to fucking, I don't know, whenever they outlawed it in like the mid, like I don't know, 1830 or 40. Yeah. Maybe it was later than that.
Damn.
I mean, clothes, bricks, textiles, everything, man. Like, you can make plastic out of it, do anything.
I did not know that.
Yeah, real strong fibers.
Why? Like, if they were more open-minded to it.
Because it threatens the whole.
It could like stimulate the entire
Yeah, but think
economy,
about like when you go to the doctor. What does the doctor give you? Do they give you herbs or do they give you fucking pills?
Pills.
Yeah, it disrupts that whole fucking thing. Now you found one point that
But
helps
why
so
not
many
just
different
replace their
areas.
pill, like, money with, like, the...
Weed money.
Yeah, like...
I don't. Maybe they will if it's because it's now Schedule 3. I mean, it's still federally illegal though, so I
illegal.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna insure that.
This is all because the Reagan era, wasn't it? Or Nixon?
Oh, those assholes.
Yeah. They're just, like, didn't understand it. Or, like, why?
I think they were getting paid off.
They didn't get money from it, that's why.
Yeah. Why have cotton fields here and we can exploit some third world country, make them do it there? Like, do we make our own clothes here? Barely.
No.
We don't make our own textiles. No, everything says made in China. Like,
There's been a lot lately, at least I've heard, in terms of
production in the United States.
not even production, but like what's the like ketamine and like stuff like that. Like there's,
Oh yeah.
there's been a lot more acceptance with that.
That just got federally legalized, I believe.
Yeah, because it's
And
like a
do you
huge
know-
therapeutic thing.
Do you know who Daniel Carcillo is? Ex-NHL player. Played for a bunch of teams, but he
Not
played for Philly
particularly.
for a long time, Chicago for a bit. He's a fighter. Yeah.
He's a voicer?
A bunch of concussions just from fighting
Okay.
and hockey, and he was like pretty much had dementia. He was suicidal, this and that, and he found a way to
Ketamine?
yeah, he went like pretty much found like therapy through not ketamine, mushrooms. Yeah, what is it? What's the active ingredient in that?
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin, yeah. And so he got it legalized in that state and has his own facility where he treats people
Wow.
for depression, for like suicidal shit,
Yeah.
and like even like CTE people too. Like obviously they have all that stuff too, and it's supposed to reverse all that. It's supposed to like repair all the neural pathways that are broken in your brain from traumatic
Is it like a
experiences.
specifically engineered form of psilocybin, or is it just like...
I think it's just psilocybin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there might be different strains of mushrooms that have more of it than others. But
No,
it's pretty sick.
I think there's potential in that.
Because,
and-
I mean, dude, you went to FM, and I hate to bring it up, but, like, did you know Caden Tubbert?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that was one of my little brother's best friends, just from knowing the kid for
Why do you
almost
say
2
FM
years.
though? He was an Auburn kid.
Okay, Auburn.
Yeah.
So I saw a picture of kids that graduated from FM.
Jake played at Lemoyne, right?
Yeah, he was at Cleveland State for a year, then went to Lemoyne.
Yeah. That was so sad.
Yeah, dude, like, still remember walking up to the house, my mom told me that shit, because like, I knew him pretty good. He would come up to Placer with us every year. It was like 2 years. And my little brother only known him for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he might have known of him in high school.
Yeah.
But over this past Christmas, I saw this thing, and it was a picture of all their senior portraits of all these kids from FM that killed themselves.
Yeah. That Will got held.
And dude, it was like over 15 kids.
Yeah.
And then within a 10 to 12 year span of graduating.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's not normal.
No.
Like, that's almost like, yo, let's study the fucking like tap water here. Like, what the fuck's going on?
100%.
Like with the if there was a cancer episode, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I completely
I-
agree. It's
I
not
know-
normal.
Like, maybe we cut this part out with Caden Tubbert, but like, he was on SSRIs. I know that. He was dealing with depression.
Yeah. And like
So he was
something-
open about it, but when you get put on an SSRI, you better expect to take another 8 to 10 different types before they find the one that quote unquote works for you.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't could have some crazy side effects, and
Yeah.
that is one of them, dude.
I've never been on SSRI. I've definitely dealt with like anxiety, depression, but like
Yeah, same, big time.
I've been on some type of medication that's like the step right before SSRIs, and like I didn't like it at all. I didn't think it-
My doctor prescribed them to me twice, even though I was like, I'm not taking it. And then I just refused. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of backed off.
Yeah.
But
I think everyone has their own way of healing, and like part of mine was like doing that ayahuasca thing, and like
Yeah, and like
you got to be open-minded to it, but like also just like I think eating healthy and working out regularly goes such a long way, and it's not going to be the fix for everyone, but it goes such a long way.
yeah, everyone's got I don't know, an outlier kind of injury or disease, illness that
Yeah.
might be holding them back in a different way. But I 1000% agree with that. Like eating healthy, exercising, even if you're sore, like go for a walk every day, get outside, eat healthy. I think I
And
already
just
said
like
that,
kind of, not even kind of, surrounding yourself with good people.
but 1000%.
Your
yeah.
environment like has such a big effect on your outlook on life and like your mental health, whether you agree or not. Like it's a fact.
Yeah,
So
very true.
there's, yeah, all these suicides and deaths you hear about, like I hate to say it, but probably could have been avoided if like the conversation was more open, or like the.
I mean, I don't feel comfortable going to my doctor's office when he's talking about like prescribing me shit. I feel
Yeah.
weird, and like there's been times where like,
But just like having people to confide in, you know,
yeah,
like whether it's a family member or like someone, you know. It's tough. It's a tough thing, especially like if you're raised in a family where like it's not talked about, or like
yeah, and you're a man, and like your emotions are you're supposed to be put to the backside, and you're supposed to just put your
Yeah.
nose to the grindstone and just fucking work and shut up.
yeah, 100%. But
And the narrative I definitely think has changed. I think like sports athletes talking about it has definitely been like
Yeah.
one of like the leaders in change.
how
of
about the
that
fucking
narrative?
Aaron Hernandez shit? Did you watch that Netflix thing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy fuck, insane.
Yeah, I mean, he had like dual personality disorder or something. Like he was
Yeah.
living two completely different lives.
Yeah. There's just some crazy shit that goes on in the world, man.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get outside of a nice town like this, and like where I live, and
Yeah.
you don't have to go too far, but like you can kind of see, it's like holy
Yeah.
fuck, like
Like going.
it's not like working and having goals and like aspiring to like live a decent life is a good fucking thing, because like it's so easy not to, and
Yeah.
you end up so far behind financially, you never catch up, and now you're stuck in these shit areas and you
Yeah.
never get out.
Like
That's
even
wild.
even going to Albany and then living in Denver for a little bit, like just like kind of getting out.
Albany was a great experience for both of us, I'm sure. 'Cause, I mean, you came from FM. How many kids you graduate with? Probably like 800.
No, I'd say like
5.
I'd say like just my class,
Yeah.
probably like 500 to 800.
Yeah, that's wild. So I was like 112, and that was like big for Kaz, but still like same shit. Not that much bigger.
Yeah.
There's kids with thousands of, but like Albany, I remember my first class being like 600 kids. Like it was like Soch 101, and like I had 4 kids in my lacrosse team, and the way you signed in was answering 2 fucking
The eye clickers.
with the clickers.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, I'm not coming to class. Here's my clicker. You sign me in every day. And it's like
Yeah.
you show up every third day, and it's like, all right, it's 2 weeks, and you're like, dude, I've been here twice. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, so like, you learn quick not to be a dickhead and go to class, and
Yeah.
that you can actually fall behind quick. And
But even just like going to Albany and then getting outside of this bubble of FM.
almost like what, like, because like when I was in Albany, I remember hearing gunshots. I seen a dude stabbed. There was rapings on campus in the tunnels. Remember the tunnels?
Yeah.
I meant like my freshman and halfway through my
There's
sophomore.
always people walking in there.
Freshman year they cut that shit off.
What the
There was
fuck?
usually a rape or attempted rape, and there were several robberies and a stabbing. So they
Jesus
cut that
Christ.
shit off. Yeah, so I was like, I am not in my hometown right now. Like I can't just walk down the street and not know my surroundings. Like,
Yeah.
know who's around you. Like know where the fucking nearest car is to duck behind, or the
Yeah.
nearest alley to dip in.
I was reckless when I was there. I'm not even gonna lie.
And that's my paranoia too. Like I thought like every situation was like very serious coming from a small town. Like, all right, like I was always on my toes. Like this is
Yeah.
fuck these. Like these scenarios. Like I just don't trust a lot of these people. I don't know them. They're fucked up looking.
Yeah. And then all the townies.
The gypsies.
Yeah. Like you had to have your head on a swivel.
Yeah, dude. I remember one of the first weeks there. Oh, glad that did not spill. We are good. We need to show the house later. You don't have to worry about it. This chick came up to me. She asked me if I had 2 5s for a 10 or a 10 for 2 5s, one or the other. She hands me the money. I realize it's fake. I turn around and she's gone. Like 5 seconds, gone. I turned around, like ran up like the road, looked both ways.
Did you even hear her like footsteps running away?
Nothing. And it like took me like 2 seconds. I put it in my pocket and I looked back out. I'm like, what the fuck? Turning around and gone. Yeah.
That's some
I was like,
bizarre
all right,
shit.
yeah, can't trust any of these fuckers out here.
I never had a.
But that's also my like naive fucking small town mindset.
Yeah.
Going into a city.
Everyone helps each other out around here, you know. Like.
Yeah. It's wild. But like Albany too, that I don't know, there's cool history with weed in like New York City and Albany with like the Sour Diesel and a few other strains and stuff, and was able to get some of those cuts for sure to smoke when I was there.
You didn't have your med card when you were there, right?
No, they didn't have them yet. Yeah.
I was gonna say like
But NCA wouldn't have allowed it anyways.
Right.
Yeah, assholes.
Do they now?
I mean, they'll allow if you got a Percocet prescription or whatever prescription, but not a marijuana prescription.
What the hell?
Yeah. Fucking take your Percocet, but
And then they'll
smoke your weed.
They'll give these fucking like 18-year-olds $1 million+ too.
The amount of Adderall and like Vyvanse and shit I saw like in college was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's a PED in professional sports.
Yeah.
That was a PED. I was prescribed that shit. I took it like once every like 15 days because I thought it was retarded. Made me fucking weird, antisocial and shit, like jittery. I hated it.
Did it kill your appetite?
Yeah, and I don't have much like room to like miss a meal. You know what I mean? Yeah, like fuck, I hated it. I would eat like once a day, or I would sit there and like take something like scrambled eggs and just eat as much as I could before like I felt like I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes, just put like a pound of eggs in my stomach and all right.
I'm definitely thankful because I have ADHD like tendencies, but I never got prescribed anything like that.
Yeah, I found some good strains that helped me. Not like Adderall, obviously Adderall's legal meth. But I mean,
True.
if they prescribe it, like I'll take it once in a while. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like it's crazy, like how many nights it helped me stay up for studying,
Yeah.
partying, which they show is fucking horrible now to mix with alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that shit. I'm sure kids still are.
Probably.
Yeah, no, like there's so many kids on my team that I coach or like in the school or when I coached over at Colgate that all are on Adderall, and you can fucking tell too. Wired as shit.
Zooted.
Yeah, John, like that was an issue with me. I take 5 milligrams and I'm fucking like, I already grind my teeth anyways. And like, dude, people are like, you on Adderall? I'm like, how can you fucking tell? Like, what the fuck? They're like, dude, your mouth can't stop moving. I've never liked fucking, even this coffee's got me jittery. Like, I'm not good with uppers.
Dude, so I cut out all caffeine and I was addicted. Like, I would do like 6 cups.
Dude, it's weird. I could be like that, stop for 2 months, and then just pick it back up. Like,
And it won't.
like when I'm coaching, all the time. This is like my first cups of coffee since I stopped coaching. It's only been a week, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Dude, I know people are like had coffee withdrawals though, and it's been like really, really tough for
I
them.
never got the headaches. Like, I never had any of the symptoms of withdrawals. But I bet you if I picked it up again, like, my tolerance would be just as high. Like, I could drink like 6 cups and be fine and go to bed.
Yeah. One of the trainers called me out. I had one of those Starbucks double shot energy, like the can.
Yeah.
It's like 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Those are tasty.
I pounded one during warm-ups, and then I pounded one at halftime. He called me. He's like, 2 of those, Lou? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm so tired. Like, I didn't sleep the night before. My back and hips were so messed up. So, like, went into the game with, like, what? No sleep in, like, 36 hours.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't sleep on the bus. Fucking couldn't sleep on the way back. Couldn't sleep when I got home. Then I slept the next night for a while.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But, yeah,
I
the
was
caffeine had me going.
I was taking, on top of like my 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee, I was taking pre-workout, and I got to a point where I was like,
See, like, that shit...
I'm hurting my
That shit
heart.
scares me because that's not just caffeine making your heart fucking race. It's a million other different things you can't
Yeah.
understand on the back of the ingredients.
It's like all those ingredients you see
and
on
it's
a
almost
Monster
too
can.
long to be like, I'm not gonna type this in. Nah, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
could be my laziness.
They
too.
make it really tasty though. I will give them that.
Yeah, and there's kids on my team who got they drink like the Ghost energy drinks and
Yeah.
these wild like
Yeah.
pink candy flavors.
I pretty much had like that, but like in the powder form. It's the Aloha one or whatever they call it. It's like Celsius or all
Yeah.
that shit's the same.
Yeah, Celsius makes. I think that has meth in it, to be honest.
You think so?
There's like me and a few other people talking about it. We came to the conclusion there's definitely like meth in there.
Bro, I got ID'd trying to buy C4 from Target. No, I'm not kidding.
The fuck? Where they got like 5-year-olds trying to buy it? Like, tell the 5-year-old to fuck off. How do you not know it's a 5-year-old?
It was only
It's for working out.
when she came up to check my ID. I was like, "This is pre-workout." She was like, "Oh yeah, I know. It's just the C4 pre-workout. Like the other ones, you don't have to get ID'd." So
That's wild.
there must be something really bad,
Yeah.
bad in there for them to have to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't that wacky?
Must have to do with like a growing heart.
Yeah. But thankfully, I don't have a family history of heart issues or anything like that. But I'm not gonna keep pressing my luck, so
So
I just cut it out.
I do have a product here I want you to try.
Yeah.
No, you can try later off camera, but I want you to.
Yeah.
So
We'll show it.
this is one of my strains that I've been growing. It's called Cranberry Z. Cranberry Skittles from Mr. C Seeds.
I like that watch.
Thanks,
What
dude.
is it?
It's a Seiko Submariner, so
Nice.
everyone listening, yeah, it is a fake Rolex, so fuck you. But it's the only difference is the Rolex and the Seiko Submariner is the Seiko label, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the movement inside is the Seiko movement,
The Seiko
not the
Japanese?
Rolex. Yeah. But this company, the Lab Mods, takes it, puts this face on it, and the Mercedes hand, and the bezel around here to make it just like the Rolex Submariner.
Does it come from the same factory? Just like
It comes from this. Everything in here comes from the same factory in Japan. All the Rolexes from like 2013 and on. A lot of the movement comes from China, so you're actually paying for a Chinese product that's worth like $2,000. So that's sold for $15, and like this is only like $250.
Yeah.
And like most
I
people
would
think,
wear that.
it's a Rolex, and until you actually look at it, it's like, oh no, like it says Seiko.
I would wear that. I don't get.
I would rather have this than this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't got fucking millions of dollars. Like I'm not gonna spend $15,000 on a watch.
I lose my
Like,
shit too.
this
much
looks
to be
good.
wearing.
Yeah, lose it. Like yeah, $250 sucks, but like
Yeah. It looks
better
clean.
than yeah,
I-
yeah.
No one's gonna I mean, unless they're like a watch enthusiast, like no one's gonna give a shit. Or
No, actually, I haven't worn this in a few days. I didn't even change it too. The time's wrong, the date's wrong, and everything.
All right, so back to the
Yeah, so the
product.
Cranberry Skittles by Mr. C Seeds. It's so you usually want to keep your good fucking cuts.
Okay.
There was this kid in Buffalo, brother-in-law of my friend. I gave it to him. He told me he had it good to go, clones ready to go for me. I was like, all right. The cut I had from the summer was stuck in flour, which is fine. I can still clone it, but I got to get it back into flour. It takes a bit. And so I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll kill it. This dude's got them all. Hit him up. He's got them. So I kill the plant. Hits me like 3 weeks later. Don't got him. My cloner fucked up, this and that, like, and they all died and shit. I was like, bro, no, like, what the fuck? And like, I was like mad, but like, you know, shit happens. Like, fuck, I could have done better and not had mine flour out. So
Yeah.
I actually had, out of the pack, had like 15 more seeds. So I've popped the seeds. I got them getting sex tested, so I'll be able to throw out the males. And then my buddy hit up the breeder, and he gave him some cranberry Skittles, the S1s to this cut, which is self-pollinated into itself, so it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Not completely, it's not a clone of it, it's an S1, but, and then he gave him a bunch of other cranberry Skittles crosses to like other strains, but yeah, so this is some hash rosin. But yeah, look at that, get that little whiff.
Mmm. Can I show it off?
Oh yeah.
It smells delicious.
And people, like, candy flavors are huge right now. People say candy and Z, the
Smells
Skittles,
so
is
good.
different, but like to me, like that kind of, like I had one strain 2 years ago, cranberry Z, that I didn't keep, and it was the winner. It was like smelled like a cranberry Skittle. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like this isn't bad. Like this tastes good as fuck too
Yeah.
when you smoke it. And I got a bunch of this, so I have 15 cranberry Skittle babies. I just have to sex test them and get rid of them. And it's weird in New York because you can have a lot of clones, but once they get big, they turn into like adults, and you'll have 6 of them per adult in your house.
Yeah.
But of those 6, only 3 can mean veg, and 3 have to be like teenagers, pretty much. Like
Legally.
yeah, it's stupid.
It's dumb.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Just grow them big as fuck and get a big return, and yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm pumped.
You been watching any of the playoff hockey going on?
Oh yeah, I'm a Flyers fan. My dad's from Philly, and so I've always grown up
That
rooting for
game
all the
was
Phillies.
electric.
Yeah,
That
dude.
was sick.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, these guys are gonna win with 2:20 left on the clock, and it was 2:08. They scored. I was like, this is fucking ace. Let's go. I was pumped. I was kind of nervous just because Crosby's
did
on the
Farabee
ice.
get traded?
He did, yeah.
Who did he get traded to?
He got traded to Calgary.
What a random team.
I believe it was Calgary. Calgary, Winnipeg. I believe it was Calgary.
Did they
though.
acquire anyone for him, or was it just?
He was
like a-
traded for like not a lot.
No.
Yeah.
Did you,
I think he was under. I don't know. He's a decent player. I
is
think.
he your age?
No, he's a 2000. So he's a 2000, but he used to play
Oh.
up when he was like 4 or 5 with my brother, who's a 98. Because Joel had an older brother who was a 98. So
Wait, Joel's a 2000?
yeah, so he played 2 years
Oh.
up from the beginning.
Yeah.
He was good as fuck. So like I would always skate with my younger brother and my older brother because I was always in between. So I'd get 3 practices a night. It was dope. So like in the drills that Joel wouldn't do, he would do like 90% of them. Like I'd fuck around with him, dangle him, we shoot together and shit. Because he literally out here like this, but just as fast, like better skater than everyone, like good hands.
He was on his skates since he was like born, right?
Probably, yeah.
When did you start?
Like when I started skating, probably when I was like 3.
Oh, so you were young too.
I grew up on a lake. My mom wanted me to skate just because we grew up on a lake, me and my brothers, and
Yeah.
skated once, and that was it. That was over.
Yeah, I started mad
hockey.
late. I was like at least 8 or 9. But then you got people
Dude,
like
I
Patty
got-
Kane that started when he was like, what, like 10, 12?
Yeah.
He was late.
Yeah, like when I went to prep school, the best kids, it was crazy. I went to school with the Hill Academy, and there was a bunch of NHLers I played with.
Yeah.
Like
Like who were some of them?
Mitch Marner, Matt Barzell, Michael Del Cole.
Barzell was a Hill?
Yeah, Marner
Oh.
was too.
I knew Marner was.
Nick and Brett Ritchie. I don't know if they're both in the league. Brett Ritchie played for like Boston, a bunch of other teams, and Nick played for Dallas. Who else? You have this girl, Laura Stacy. Her grandpa was this dude, King Clancy. He was a fucking Leafs legend back in the 60s.
Really?
She plays for the Montreal women's pro hockey team. She's legit. Who else was there? Do you know who Claude Lemieux is? Goon from the fucking I think he was drafted by the Canadians and
Is he related to
traded
Mario?
no, and traded to the Avalanche. But his son was there, Brendan Lemieux. He played for a few years on the Rangers. But there was a bunch of other kids drafted. I got a kid drafted that was in my accounting class, and teacher called on him. It was like towards the end of the year. He's like, dude, to be honest, I just got drafted. I don't know any of this. Like, I don't think he's playing. He probably didn't need to know what we were doing, but like, he's like, yeah, you're probably right. And we had cool ass teachers and shit. Like, they were like weren't strict, but they were like, make sure you get your shit done, then you can kind of relax. But
So why did you decide you wanted to go to the prep route?
I really didn't until like I always played attack and midi in lacrosse. Over in between my junior and senior year, I was up at Lake Placid. We had 3 defensemen, so we didn't have a pole. My older brother was defense, so in the backyard we'd go 1-on-1, but we would always switch. He'd play offense, I played defense. Like, so I had the basic skills, and like because of hockey, like I was really good off the floor, and like naturally just really good like takeaway checks and shit.
Yeah.
So I started playing up at Lake Placid tournament, and I remember throwing a takeaway, picking it up. Guy was like riding me at midfield, and like with a hockey move, I went like this, like flipped it up around him, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, and I was like, I think I like this.
Yeah.
Like, so that fall, like we had high school practices like every other week, maybe just like outside of season. I'm like, telling my coach, I'm playing pole this year, and I thought I was fucking around, and I wasn't, but it kind of restarted my recruiting process because a lot of, like I was talking.
You were known for attack midi.
Yeah, exactly, and they hear you're a pole down there, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was also, I had a late birthday on October 23rd, so I would have been 17 for like 2.5 months in college.
Yeah.
And so I ended up going to the Hill Academy in Ontario. It's a way different prep school than any New England prep school. It wasn't like real preppy.
Yeah.
Like we literally, our school was in a hockey rink.
Yeah.
We had offices upstairs. We had 2 weight rooms. One of them was in a fucking trailer outside. We had classrooms and trailers outside.
Yeah.
But like, I was in a class of like 12 kids on my PG lacrosse team. Like, I don't know, 8 went D1, 4 didn't. The 4 that didn't, like I think they're still playing pro. Like there's like.
Yeah. You guys were gross.
Yeah, yeah. And
That's
it's
sick.
a little watered down. They got like 2 varsity teams and a prep team now, but like they have like 15 Division I commits every year. They're nasty.
Yeah. No, that had to be such a cool experience.
Yeah, and people are gonna hear this and think you were fucking smoking at the Hill, like, I went to the Hill with a kid from Kaz. He was a year younger than me, so he did his Mason Powell. His brothers were like, fuck. Mikey, they were. Mikey was the youngest. Casey Lillis and Ryan. So they're all 3 of them went to Q's, 4-time All-Americans. Mikey was towards on winner.
Wait, Mason was a Kaz kid?
Yeah, well, he's from Carthage originally, where his brothers
that's what I
were.
was
Then
gonna say.
they moved to Kaz when he was in like 6th grade.
Okay.
His senior year, I had already graduated. He came to the Hill with me. We roomed together. And then there was this other kid from Jersey that was in the next room over.
Did Ryan play at Q's?
Yeah. And Mason was good, but he didn't give a fuck. Like he just wanted to have fun playing lacrosse, but so we had a park by us. It was like a mile away and had a baseball backup, so we chained a net to it and lacrosse net. So we'd have a backup, like so I wouldn't have to go chase our balls. And every day after school, we had an hour and a half before study hall. So that's what we did every day.
That's sick.
Those guys bought a fucking bong, kept it in like a briefcase on a riverbank. I washed away one day, but every time shooting, they'd go rip the bong, come back, and like one day, fucking, the Albany assistant coach now, Merrick Thompson, was like our, like house dad kind of, like he was older and he kind of kept us in line and shit, and whooped their ass when he had to. And I'm coming home, it's like 4 of us, 2 smoked, 1 didn't, I didn't. Walk in the house and he's like, Sam, get in here. Like the other 2 smoked, like ran upstairs. I'm like, all right, you just be a fucking dead giveaway. What were you guys doing? He's like, your eyes are red. I'm like, we were just shooting. He's like, don't lie to me. Like, were you guys smoking? I'm like, no. Like, I haven't smoked since I've been like I've been here, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, what about everyone else? I'm like, you gotta ask them. Like, I haven't smoked, dude. Like, dude, so like 2 weeks later, there was kids at the school that had been there for a while. And they told me about a me day. Like, well, I'm like, what, me day? I can just like take the day off. Like, yeah, just take a me day. So I was like, well, I'm taking a fucking me day tomorrow. Like, I didn't know about this shit. What the fuck? I can tell you about this when we fucking sign up. You know, like it was like for when you're sick. It wasn't for like, well, I'm taking a personal day. Like what they told me. I was like, what the fuck? So like, everyone gets picked up by this little ass bus we all fit in, and at the house, and everyone goes to school. Well, I go to the fucking the net to start shooting. It's a me day. I'm fine. I'm not sick. I didn't know you had to be sick, right? Go back home. I'm fucking sleeping butt ass naked in the bed. I get woken up by the Merrick Thompson, Brody Merrill, his brother Pat, who's meaner than he is, his dad, who was the principal, and this other guy. And I'm like, they're like, you got to get out of the room. We're searching your room. I'm like, all right, give me 1 second. I'm just butt ass naked. Put on my boxers. I'm like, there's a tin and a fucking spitter in the right on my bed. And that's it. And they're like, where's the weed? And I'm like, I haven't smoked weed since I've been here. They're like, all right, what about everyone else? I'm like, I can't speak for everyone else. And like, they gave me the whole thing, oh, you think you're a tough guy, like not like giving up your boys. I'm like, dude, they paid money to be here. Like, I paid what I paid. I've followed the rules. Like, if you want like to know what they did, like, you gotta speak with them.
Yeah.
And kind of ended on a bad note there. Yeah. It was a great experience. So like, if I had to, I'd do all 4 years.
You still
there.
ended up at Albany after, right?
Yeah.
So I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, I was hanging out, I guess, with the wrong crowd. And I was guilty by association. I was too dumb enough to see that.
Yeah. It all works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever talk to any of the old?
Yeah, once in a while. There's still a few kids that play pro. I got a few buddies from home that play pro, so go to games and link up with them and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. More of the kids on the res up north than anyone.
That also went to the Hill?
The Hill and Albany, yeah.
Albany.
Yeah. Yeah. Great people up there.
No, yeah, I haven't really been to too many other reservations than the one here in Nedro, but
Yeah, the one here in
they all got
Nedro, you
their own
want to
kind
be
of
you want to
vibe
be
to it.
with someone. Same with Aqua, you want Aquazosny, you want to be with someone.
Yeah.
Don't want to be a random white person walking around.
No.
You'll get pressed, but
Although I did always get
Understandably so.
mistaken for a native when I was
yeah, okay, you
growing
got the
up.
complexion,
Yeah.
yeah.
When I was growing up playing in Nedro, they always thought I was. I was like, nah,
That's funny.
I'm like a Puerto Rican Korean dude.
Are you really? I never would have guessed that. I can see the Korean, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Korea would be dope to go to. They got, so I'm real big into, actually Korea. I got Korea and Japan mixed up. I'm so white. In Japan, they got tenkara. It's a type of fly fishing rod where you don't have a reel. It's just like a line tied to the top of a like bamboo rod. They vary in length, but like they have small pooled trout streams.
Yeah.
So instead, you don't have to cast it 20 yards up. You just literally like cast it and it flicks off the top of the bamboo. And then you just kind of carry it through the pool, lift it back up, and hit it.
Yeah, like you keep.
So I got a
recasting
small
it.
stream like that. So I got like a handmade.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
tenkara rod. Yeah.
That's cool. You catch anything with it?
Oh yeah.
Is
yeah.
it?
I got brookies and brownies. So like, it's not a stock stream. It's like 2 miles of a stream that's fed by all these spring streams on my property. There's a hill behind me, and
Yeah.
there's like 10 consistent spring streams and like another like 4 or 5 seasonal ones. And this water's mad cold, so there's this type of fish. I forgot the name of it, lichen or some shit like that.
Okay.
They live in the Great Lakes, like down deep where it's cold, and a lot of lake trout eat them. So like I've caught wild trout, like a brown trout, like 24 inches like this.
With that,
Not on the tenkara. No, that shit would snap in half.
I was gonna say, like, that's really impressive.
No, and I've got some big brown or brookies in there. I've got a new phone, so I don't have a ton, but I'll show you a decent brownie that it's like very, very average, but all wild browns.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where is this?
I live on a dead end road. There's a bridge.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, that stream right there.
Okay.
It's not very big. You'd be like, really? You catch 24-inch trout in that? You're like, yeah. It's just, even on the hottest day in August when it's 110 out, it's the coldest fucking water.
Yeah.
Your toes go numb after 10 minutes. Yeah,
Really?
it's cold, yeah. And then you sit in the water where the spring streams roll into it, it's another like 8-10 degrees colder. Because that's just coming straight out of the ground pretty much, so it just hasn't been hit by sun. It's very cold.
You ever swim in Cass Lake?
No, it's gross.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, they
Like
spray that shit
polluted
with
gross?
chemicals. They spray with chemicals for all the seaweed and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they used to have a machine that had like a big chopper on the front and would chop up the seaweed and they would dump it into a dump truck and they'd go dump it somewhere else and maybe a farm for fertilizer, I don't know. But
They stopped doing that?
I think they might still do a little bit, not nearly as much as they used to because they just put chemicals in there to kill the seaweed. So I don't go in it.
That sucks because it's such a fun,
it's a good spot,
fun.
yeah.
Like it's a great lake.
Well, yeah, and just like any old glacial lake, it eventually turns into a swamp and dries up.
Yeah.
It's the closest to a swamp around anything versus any lake around here. Which sucks. I mean, you can always dredge it, and there's a lot of technology, but I don't agree with all the chemicals they put on it.
I was just talking about this with someone else, but like, I always wonder how the overall economy, but like more so the real estate landscape of Syracuse would change if Onondaga Lake wasn't polluted. Like if people had like lake houses on it, and like it was like one of the Finger Lakes.
You've been on James Street?
Yeah.
You know all those really old nice buildings? You know where the Century Club is?
Yeah.
My dad, there's always been someone from my dad's office that belongs there, and he's been there for a while, so we always go there. But it's like where all like the prominent businessmen built houses back when Syracuse was, a booming industrial city.
Uh-huh.
So you got all these really old, nice colonial style brick houses, and they all had like their grand rooms and big stairways, and all the woodwork is pretty crazy. That would be all over the place. Like, why would they build on James Street when you have the whole lake?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they were dumping mercury and a billion other shit in there. It
So
smelled
shitty.
like fucking ass. Like, yeah, it'd be beautiful. Like, imagine Irondequoit, imagine Skinny Atlas, imagine Canandaigua. Like, it would be just like that.
Yeah. It'd be maybe one day. Aren't they doing all they can to try and unpollute it?
Yeah, but they just blocked off all Onondaga Lake, like tributaries and like stream, because there is a stream coming into it, right? So it's like, because you can go from there to Lake Ontario. So there's
Really?
Yeah, you can hit that. You go all the way to New York City, up Hudson, and across and back.
Wow. How?
Yeah.
Like, what's the
So you go
connector?
from Oneida, or you go Onondaga, you head west, and you end up going along Erie Canal for a bit, I believe, into Lake Ontario, and then you go back northeast up through the St. Lawrence, into the Atlantic, down
Into
into
the
New
Hudson.
York, back up through Hudson, Erie Canal, or the Mohawk River, back into Onondaga.
So you got to go west and northwest first.
Yeah, but then from there you can keep going west, and you can hit all the Great Lakes,
Yeah.
all of these Lake Superior.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because the company that came in to Syracuse, from what I know, and that could be very fucking wrong, like they put a big cap on where they thought the majority of the mercury was, but that cap has been unsealed, and I think they also misjudged how polluted some of the other parts were that they thought were a little bit like had been cleaned up, and so they just deemed unswimmable and unfishable. Like you're not even allowed to like canoe in that shit.
I remember I used to like fish in Onondaga Lake, like probably
I
illegally.
mean, as long as you didn't fucking eat nothing, you're probably fine.
No, I didn't, but like I learned to fish in other areas as well, but like I spent a lot of time fishing there too when I was growing up, and I never understood like pollution when I was younger, so I was like, why can't I swim in this shit?
Right?
But like
That's the same.
it's unfortunate that it's just
Yeah, and
not
then it's
usable.
such a like
Central location.
yeah, and it's such a holy spot for the natives from this area.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like so Hiawatha Boulevard runs right through the city, right to the pretty much that end of the lake where Carousel is, right?
Yeah.
So Hiawatha was. I know that he was taken in war because so natives, like if you and me fought, or my group versus your group, a bunch of men in my group died in war, I would take you and you would replace them and you'd be like take their family and everything, right? So like Hiawatha was that to the Mohawks, and the Iroquois had not made their confederacy yet, and they were in the middle of a 500-year war. Hiawatha came.
The Iroquois was in the middle of a 500-year war with each other.
Yes. So they weren't the Iroquois Confederacy yet.
Yeah.
They were all their separate nations. So, and he came to a meeting at the shore of Onondaga Lake, the east end where the mall is, with all the other represented. So probably a lot of women and a few men.
Yeah.
Because the women were the head of the houses and the nations back then. All met at the shore of the lake and came up with their treaty, which the United States pretty much copied for our own Constitution and Declaration of Independence.
Wow.
Yeah, so they came up with pretty much came up with democracy.
Wow.
Yeah,
How did you find out this historical lore?
just native friends.
Native friends.
Yeah,
From up north or from here?
up north.
Was there any?
And I took some Native American studies at OCC in Albany too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was there any natives from here that went to Albany with you?
Yeah, Eddie Slade, Eddie Cathers.
I know the Cather's name.
Yeah.
Who's Cree to him?
Cree is his younger brother.
Okay.
Yeah, by a year or two.
I know Lyons was there when I was.
Yeah, I was
I was
not
there.
there then. Miles and Lyle Thompson were there. Ty Thompson was there. Mike Miller was there from Six
Is
Nations.
Ty from here?
Ty's from Akwesasne. So when I would go out,
Oh.
that's who I would stay with.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and like they were all like Ty was cousins with Miles and Lyle, but being Onondaga and Mohawk, they were very different lifestyles. Like Lyle considered any type of drug mind changer, so they never came out to party.
Yeah.
Miles would come out like Halloween maybe or something like shit like that and have fun.
Yeah.
But like, Lyle also had a kid freshman year, a second one sophomore, so like he was a father and stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, he was just focused on being the best lacrosse player in the world and just getting through school because they grew up speaking Onondaga. So English was
Second.
yeah, not till like 6th, 7th grade. So
Really?
yeah. So they had a.
Damn.
That's challenging.
Yeah. Oh my
No,
God.
I mean, they both graduated.
That's such a cool story. Yeah, that was so much fun to watch them play.
It really was. Yeah.
Like they would just do something.
Well, you should have seen the stuff they do in practice.
Yeah, it was probably like even more insane.
Yeah, because they get like the second or third, like fucking defenseman. Instead of like the first group, they get like second or third, and they're just toying with them. So bad.
So did you have to guard them?
Not as much, because I was in LSM. So like I guarded Ty for some reason more than the other two, just being getting switched off them off like slides and stuff. But I had to guard Miles and Lyle. In high school, my brother guarded Miles, who was an attackman in high school. Lyle was a midi. Lyle was a midi freshman year of college. We got moved to attack because best player in the world, just keep him on the field all the time.
Yeah.
Instead of midi subbing off.
Have you seen that one clip of him like? I think he like swim moves and goes
Yeah,
behind
I'm
the
in
back.
that clip.
when he's playing for Lafayette?
Yeah, against Kaz. So it was their.
That was dirty.
It was a state championship reunion. So I am the left adjacent to the defender on ball, which was top right in the box. Lyle goes right to left, behind the back, left to right. I slide adjacent. He swims me, steps down, bar down. I was like, fuck off, buddy. Like, where's the crease slide? What the fuck am I doing here?
Bro, they just like reinvented the fucking game. That shit was nuts.
Yeah, dude. It's wild.
I think we covered a lot here, man.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
That was dope.
Do you have a Instagram or anything you want to share? Or
Yeah, Skunky Hollow Farms.
Skunky Hollow Farms.
Yeah, man. That was the name of my
You heard it here.
my hometown back in the day before it got its current name.
Okay.
And Skunky Hollow. I live in a swampy area where there is skunk cabbage and weed smells like skunk. I was like, fuck. 3 things in common.
I
Might
think
as well
they
call it
smell
skunk.
distinctly different.
They do.
Yeah, like
But there are like strains like skunk number 1 and stuff where
they do smell.
I remember being in high school, my mom's like, there is a skunk in the house. What the fuck is going on? And I'm upstairs and I got this fucking bag. It's triple bagged. It's in a fucking, it's taped up. It's in a Gatorade bottle, tied in a like grocery bag. I'm like,
It's still
how'd you
smelling.
smell it? I'm gonna put it in my backpack. I'm going to a hockey game. She's like, oh my God, it's you. I'm like, yeah, I think it is. I gotta go. Like, holy fuck, dude. It was some strong shit. Like circa 2009, yeah.
That's funny. All right, well, I'll put the link for that in the description. Is that the clip?
No. Yeah, Skunky Hollow _farms.
Cool. All right, man. I appreciate you coming out. I
Yeah,
think, I
dude.
think this is
That
the
was dope.
longest pod to date.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm trying
That's
to
what's up.
increase the length, but like also improve like one little aspect. of
Yeah, I
it,
mean,
you
if
know?
there's like a dead spot where it's like not that interesting, just cut it out and go to like if you have that much content, you might as well, right?
I'm gonna try and keep as much as I can, but
Yeah.
I wanted to end it with, what's your best piece of advice from someone that's had a lot of experience with growing weed and doing their own thing and taking it pretty seriously? Like, if someone wanted to kind of follow that path, like, what would you tell them?
Start slow. Start small and scale up relatively quick to a point that you can handle. So scale to 1 light to 4 lights in a year, right? But like make sure you can handle 1 light and then slowly build up to that. Still keep it small and master that. And then if you have a goal of curing the smoke or fresh frozen for solventless or any other type of extraction, master that and take it 1 step at a time and don't move too fast. Don't skip any steps. So if you do want to end up running your own extraction lab, you want to be head grower, there aren't scenarios you'll run into where you're only half self-taught or half taught in that scenario,
Yeah.
or don't have that much experience in that scenario. Like, you want to be well-rounded. Don't be
Don't be one-dimensional with it.
yeah, don't be a one-man,
One-trick pony.
a one-trick fucking pony. There we go.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for coming out, brother.
No problem, man.
Appreciate it, man.
No doubt.